Built on the site of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from the bank. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Jukes one defender. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They go play action on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Finds a big lane. And he has it all the way down to the 8.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
Let's go.
And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go.
Jackson looking to throw right away. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Brought in inside the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 48. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Throw caught by his running back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a 1st.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Robinson on the inside give. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Play action on 1st down. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Go.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
Right up the gut. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
From the 32. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Report. No, we changed it.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Into the hands of Walker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson on third down. Forced out to his right. Complete beyond the marker. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Penix now on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And he'll start pushing them into field goal range. A small gain to the 38. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Ravens, lined up with a 2nd and 8. From the 47. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
13.
Blitz coming, Lamar. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Jackson now on 3rd. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Big gain downfield. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Putting a receiver in motion. To throw it on first down. He puts some power on a deep one left. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. That throw intended for Drake London. And now they face second down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He'll throw it. He's looking deep once again. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. That one intended for Drake London. So they're left facing third and long. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. He's trying to go deep again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Brandon Stevens has it. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back now, pressure on its way. Bateman hauls it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Lamar now from the gun. Gets this to Bateman. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after him.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw for Jackson. Setting up the running back screen. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Running for the marker on second. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Hey, report! Report! 180! Finish it!
Running back sent in motion. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Hauled in left side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're left with 4th and short. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A handoff for Robinson, running right. This is ahead for about 5. Justin Matabike making that stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Staying with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Another carry for Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
He's got it inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. Drake London with the touchdown. And no, they faked it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get to, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, up at midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Ravens first down. This is the end of the third quarter. They're now set for first and 10. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He lets a heater go deep. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
To the air now on first and 10. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And things look tougher now with third and long. Looking to the air here. On the move, headed right. That's caught for the first. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now motion him out of the backfield. They kick the running back in motion. They are throwing it again. Throwing deep for the end zone. Intercepted in the pick. And the Ravens will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
Go ahead.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Hey, hey.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens on their way to their 3rd win of the year. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Jackson looking to throw. He's on the move. That heater's going to fall to the turf. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now a 4th down staring right at him. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw it. Connects on the crosser. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And it sets up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Motioning the tight end now. Throwing now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
19 right. 3, 3. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Now to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. To throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. That one intended for Drake London. And it's going to be second down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Second and 10 now. Fits it through the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's first down. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. So here we go. The Falcons lining up for a big 2-point conversion attempt. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. There it is. They get the 2 that they needed, and now it comes down to, the simple task, Brock, of recovering an onside kick and then gearing your kicker up for a heck of a field goal.
Yeah, but you don't live in that world, Kate, when you're down on that field. You live in the moment right now. You took care of business. You did what you had to do to make this a 3-point game. And now it's about executing that onside kick. But you're right, the kicker, he's thinking about his onside kick first and hoping they get this ball so he can boot what would be an incredibly long field goal.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Back to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. That one intended for Drake London. So that brings up second down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
He'll look to throw it. Connecting on the slant. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
They send a man in motion. Here he is to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
connect on first. It's second down.
And three.
Man in motion here.
70 ready.
Setting up to pass. This is for the ball game. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Young Hui Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. Now, hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lamar now from the gun. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Well, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down, here's Lamar. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Jackson now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. That one gains 7. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Working quickly here.
Report! Sit up!
Another try following the sack. He has it, but he can't hang on. No interception, incomplete. Oh, the impact that could have had on overtime. Instead, we move on to 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
No, retain. Sit on, do it. 13. Sit on.
Lamar off the play fake. He throws a bullet to the center of the... Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Falcons surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go.
And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Handoff now to Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
So here they are. A chance to win this with a field goal. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Big moment here in overtime. 4th down, and the offense is out there. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw reeled in by London. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. As they'll be left with just 1 more to work with here in OT.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. An option give to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout, as they'll have none remaining in OT.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
3 seconds to go, setting us up for one final snap in this overtime. Young Hui Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And they've taken back the lead. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And they only needed a field goal to end it, as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. A well-earned win for the Falcons, as we say so long from Baltimore.